Hello and good morning. This is video log number 14. And, I did get up an hour earlier in comparison to what I'm accustomed to. My brain is slowly shifting to a more productive schedule. So I got up at 6 a.m. That's just the time my brain woke up, so I couldn't go back to sleep. So, that's why I'm doing an hour earlier. It's currently 8 a.m. CST, of course. So I have my coffee here, as usual. Yesterday, I did go to see Carrie. We had a little chat and whatnot, and we just talked a bit. I talked to her about what happened for the past 2 months because she hasn't seen me since then. And, she was generally helpful. She's a nice person. She's a lot more superstitious in comparison to me. She's into spiritual things, and she ridicules Christianity, but she also believes in these crazy superstitions without any kind of reasoning behind it. Maybe she has seen instances in which she believes in that, but I think there are a lot of Christians as well that have those same correlations with general spirituality things. Anyways, whatever. She's been, I've been listening to her, and, I was hoping that maybe she can give me some insight on the human condition and, the current struggles that I'm going through right now. She was mainly listening, and she talked about her trip to Mexico and how she had to get this stem cell injection to her spine because of her MSA, multiple system atrophy. She spent like a week or so over at a friend's house over at this cabin on a lake. And across the lake was a mountain or a hill. I wouldn't even call it a mountain. I think it's just a really big hill. Some people call it a mountain, but I don't think it deserves that title. So she just talked about that, and we had some pizza, veggie pizza, so that was nice. The thoughts I had, there are a lot of times in which my mind has a lot of friction, even for the simpler things. I remember I used to have friction just by making coffee in the morning. Now I don't, I guess it's, the whole habit thing, but sometimes it's hard, creating these habits. I'm doing this every day now because I decided to make it a habit, and now it's a habit, and I'm going to brush my teeth after I'm done doing this because I usually do that after I have a banana and some coffee. I don't eat much in the morning. I'm not much of my body really starts processing things that I ingest maybe, later in the afternoon. Anyways, so what else? I was just thinking about all of the thoughts I had and how messy my mind is just being in the world. A lot of anxieties, but I'm slowly getting better. I'm breathing, learning to focus my mind, and, I did meditate before I went outside. I felt really calm. I actually felt like I could function properly, even doing the simpler things. So, things are getting better. I'm getting calmer. My mind isn't as hectic. As of now, it's not as hectic. It starts getting hectic in the afternoon. Late morning to the afternoon is where it's really hectic. And then it slows down at like 4. And then it comes back up at 10. Actually, it did not happen last night. So I was surprised to see that. I had a continuous sleep. I did not fall. When I went to sleep last night, I did not wake back up. So I felt pretty good this morning. I fell asleep at probably 11, and I got up, maybe even 12. I think I fully fell asleep at 12. So maybe I just need 6 hours of sleep. I'm starting to realize that I may just need 6 hours of sleep every day, and I should be fine. I'm a 6-hour sleeper. I know people tend to function between 6 and 9. Some people need 10. I've known people that needed 12 hours of sleep, but that at that point, if you're getting 12 hours of sleep, it's probably because you have some kind of sleeping disorder. Sleep apnea maybe. Now the sunlight's coming in. I should have put my blinds up, but whatever. So what else? What else? I didn't read. I didn't write in my notebook. I feel like I still have to. There are some things that I need to decipher in my head for me to set this path that I've decided to choose for myself. Um, since I'm not passionate about anything, Renoa reminds me of Renoa. I've been watching some of her videos, and she said that basically, if you're not passionate about anything, you should create a logical structure for it. And it does work. I remember I was never passionate about anything. My structure was through my parents telling me what to do, and then me going to school, and then having some kind of authority telling me what's best for myself. But I don't know. I guess I got tired of it. I was like, well, I know what's going to happen when I graduate. The same exact thing is going to happen over and over again. I feel like I have some things to figure out before I decipher what I need to do with my life. And if once I decipher what I need to do with my life and it requires going back to school, I will do that. But I want to do that on my own accord, and I don't want to do that on my parents' accord. That's why I've decided to do this. I think, I don't know, I guess I got tired. I realized I don't know why. I don't know. Well, it's better, to, figure this out later, even though it took me a while. Yeah, but I'm slowly feeling better. I'm pretty happy. I still have a lot of things to figure out, but I'll slowly get there. I have some things to process, and yeah, man, I should have put the blinds up. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, I guess I should talk about. Today is Saturday, so maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll try doing some social things. I was talking to this guy named Keith Bjorklund. He was actually the guy who helped me out with getting this place. He worked for a place called, some kind of agency that helps out with this kind of stuff. I was in charge for it. And it seems like this unit is worth the price that it was. And my energy bill, my only utility bill I had to pay for is my electricity. And it's really low over here. Well, I could make it lower if I wanted to, but this is good enough for me as of now. I am paying basically $1,100 in rent for a 275 square apartment. And it's in the city, and a good part of the city. So I am actually, it's not in a high rise. I don't think high rises are really interesting. I know people like having good views of the whole picture, but I kind of like where I am right now because sure, you have the you have the high rise facing the rest of the city, but also if you're close to high rises and you're living in a residential area, you still get nice views of the high rises. When you think about it, it's like the only cool thing about the view of a city are the high rises. So if you're not in a high rise, you can still see them because they're so tall, especially if you're in the top floor of a smaller residential building, which I am. So that's nice. I don't have anybody above me. I feel bad for the person that's below me because sometimes I am a little bit physically clumsy. So I do I should be a little bit more quiet at night. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. God, these. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, I'm probably not going to edit that out because I'm lazy. I could actually throw it in DaVinci Resolve, but probably not. Yeah, so I am fairly content, and I'm just dragging this on because I want to reach that 14-minute mark. Yeah, I'm fairly content. Yep, so probably gonna, I guess I'll get some eggs and milk today. I didn't really have anything planned, so I said eggs and milk, and I said I want to do something social. So I'm probably going to, maybe I'll just go to a cafe, maybe even a bar, I don't know. I've never been to a bar, by myself at least, and I'd probably just sit there, just watch people, I guess. Maybe I'll try to initiate some kind of I don't know, some kind of conversation with somebody. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I think I'll just go outside today. Yeah, and for the job thing, I don't know. I'm just taking it easy. I'm a little bit calm right now, and I want to be calm for a little bit because I usually don't get these moments, and I want to fully absorb this state of mind and enjoy it while it's here. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Let me just think. Let me see if I have anything else I have to say. My mind's not really still waking up. Yeah, no, I guess I don't really have much else to say. I've been thinking. I guess there is one other thing. I wanted to make a workshop and whatnot, but as of now, I don't really have the space for that. And then I guess I could go to a creator space, but I don't know. I kind of like being with my mind and my paper, and I like my abstractions that I've created. I enjoy that. And the nice thing about just having your mind and paper is that you don't really have to have anything else if you're content with that. You don't have to have a bunch of junk to lug around every day to either, it just causes a lot more stress having so many things and whatnot. And I think I may just keep it like that for the rest of my life. Maybe I'll go to a makerspace, but I don't want ownership of anything. Really. I really don't want ownership. There are a lot of things I'm trying to figure out that I may need or may not need, and for the most part, I don't have many things. I could probably throw it in a small Sprinter van. I have a futon. I have a desk. Those are the two big things, actually. Then I have 2 foldable tables, and this desk is actually 42 inches. It's not that big. I think that's fine enough. That's good enough. I don't even have a second monitor. I have one as of now. I don't really know if I need 2. Really. I mean, I have Alt-Tab, so that's usually good enough. Yeah, I guess I want to keep that algorithm in my head of constantly reasoning through why I may need a particular object, because I've seen my parents and they're kind of stuck. I want to feel like a nomad. I want to feel like I can move anywhere, really. So I will, if I can, I will find a way to get rid of things. Even my computer one day. Maybe, actually, that would be nice, just having a laptop. Yeah, because, honestly, the main reason I have a desktop computer is because I was into playing games. And I'm slowly starting to realize that I don't really need to play games. I used to play Guild Wars 2. But, for the most part, I did it for just hanging around and stuff. I wasn't really serious about the game. I only really had exotic gear for so long. And I did some PvP. I enjoyed PvP for a little bit. It was enjoyable. Somewhat interesting, but I was never really serious about the game. I don't know, I've never been serious about anything, really. Never cared about winning, but I did enjoy people always say, yeah, some people, I played a competitive game mode, even though it wasn't competitive. I just liked the mechanics of the game, and I thought it was interesting. And that's it, really. So, yeah, and so I did that in Guild Wars 2, and also just sat around in the human main city a lot. And I didn't really play much PvE. I don't know, I was not really interested in PvE as much. I played Fractals a little bit when I first got the game, which was back in 2012 during launch, and I think I'm level 9 in Fractals, and I was forced to do it because I think the guild I was in, the leader really liked it, or I don't know, he seemed like he was like the doer type, he wanted it. Some people just like doing things because they enjoy doing things. And I don't know, for some reason I'm not one of those people. I don't really care about doing things. I could literally just sit on my couch and stare at my ceiling and just think about things. If I wanted to, I don't need all this stimulation. I forced myself to believe that I needed this stimulation because everybody else was doing it for a while. I remember I think games were sort of like that because naturally I was content without it, I never had a game addiction. I played games because, it served as a good distraction for a while, I guess. But now I'm in another stage of my life, and maybe one day, maybe in 10 years from now, for whatever reason, when I'm comfortable, I'm not sure if I'll come back to playing video games anymore. I really don't think I like them. I never liked shooting. I don't like FPSs. I liked MMOs. MMOs were fun. RPGs are okay. I like the feeling of being in a different world in RPGs and MMOs. That's the main reason I did it. That's the main reason I did anything. That's the reason I read books, obviously, because I wanted to be in a different world. Just who I am. Again, I've never been the competitive type. It's cool that other people can do it, but I've never been the competitive type. So, yeah. Yeah. I went on a little rant. I actually found a tangent to actually put myself on. I'm trying to find other tangents. I'm trying to be as open as possible and as vulnerable as possible. Right now, there are a lot of things in my head that I can't expose for some reason. I want to open up, but it's hard. Why is it? I don't understand why it's so hard to open up. I want to be vulnerable. I want to release my emotions because I feel so tense because of them, and I need to start finding exercises to slowly release all of this pent up energy. So, I think it all starts off with decreasing stimulation and just sitting with your head, and that's what I've been doing. And I've been feeling better. I've been feeling a lot more calm. I'm not as anxious, so that's good. Right now, it may seem like I'm not really happy, but I'm content. I really don't think I'm meant to be happy, but I can be content. So, I actually don't know of a time in which I was actually happy. I have emotions. I have slight spurts of euphoria, of course, like anybody else, but I've never been happy. I just don't see how people can be happy in this world. Maybe, they have achieved the whole spectrum of life, so maybe that's why they're happy. I'm kind of in one dimension as of now, and that's why I moved here, is because I wanted to achieve the spectrum like everybody else. I want to feel like I'm alive again. So I'm hoping that if I properly go at the angle in which a normal, healthy human would go, then maybe I'll start feeling the same way. So, fingers crossed. So I think that's really it. I'm making this longer than usual. I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting here and hoping something else will come out. But as of now, I guess I have this front still. I can feel it. I know I'm acting a certain way. I'm scared of being vulnerable. I don't think I'm scared of it. It's just something that I've done for so long. Ever since I came into existence, I have always had this front. I could never. I don't know. It was hard for me to show emotion. Oh well. Okay, there's some emotions that I can show, like excitement. I can show excitement. I can show frustration. I can show anxiety, I guess. That's something you can't really repress. It becomes too overwhelming to hold in your body. But yeah. But this anxiety, I think it's a amalgamation of multiple emotions that I've been holding in for a long time. So I've been observing it, and yeah, we'll see. Things are getting better. I'm feeling happier. Better. So yeah, okay, that's it for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.